league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. On the draw, this is Fournette. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun is Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Conley, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This will be taken in at the 1. Shedding the tackle. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. 5 catches, 121 yards, and a touchdown.
And how about the first month that he's had? Leads the league in receiving, making all the big catches, and becoming a bona fide #1 guy for his team.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson now to throw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And oh, the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Off play action, it's Minshew. He's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to him until a defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now it's Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jake Ryan showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the... And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 45 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call, because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. And he's taken down inside the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now a first down throw, Watson. For the catch made by Hopkins. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Open is Swaim, the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now Minshew, and this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Let's go! Let's go!
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this the big fella. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
Now Crosby for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So we've reached halftime in a wide. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to.
It's caught inside the 25. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup, 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Watson trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and this one will be brought back to the 22. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the 41, Minshew. He's got the hookup with Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 2nd and 5 now. Minshew. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Armstead. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. From the gun, Minshew to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Raquel Armstead, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And now out comes Houston. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 78 yards. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go play action here on first down. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big third down play there for the Jags. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw it, Minshew. This will be caught just inside the 10. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Running it with Armstead. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Watson going deep for Hopkins. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bash.
Super tall.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A quick throw complete to Chark. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. From the gun, they go with Armstead. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
70, Indy.
They'll give it back to Armstead. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Lambeau is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Watson and the Texans now down by 6. A little over a minute and a half remaining. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Short throw and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 10.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
To the court! Shit! Alert!
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. On 1st down, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Marcel Darius in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Here we go on 4th. Watson, he's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jags, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.